Check out Roger Hedgecock on Twitter, Pal Talk, MySpace, Facebook, and at rogerhedgecock.com.
He's everywhere. 877-84-ROGER. You can get right in touch with me. Let's do one of those calls. Here's Chad next. Hi, Chad.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, what's up?
I'm calling, me and some of our guys here, we were just listening to the end of the clip with JP, and we had also launched a site, reteaparty.com.
Say it again? I'm sorry, say it again?
reteaparty.com, reteaparty.com.
Okay, reteaparty.com. Good.
Correct. Like JP said, we want this to be a decentralized thing. We're kind of making a portal for activists across the country, to talk with each other. We just launched a forum so that people can start their own local groups in whatever city they want, and communicate with each other, and that way they can, talk about the permitting processes, what they need amongst each other. And like a lot of things that JP was talking about, we completely agree how it needs to remain decentralized.
Yeah.
How, the conservatives and, activists need to start getting out there. We need to start promoting our message and let people know, everybody's not complicit in what's going on in this country right now.
And I think, Chad, more importantly, there's a ton of people out there who feel like they're all alone, that they're the only one. They've kind of shut up. They've sort of been self-censored because they don't see they see this Obama mania going on, and they don't know, it's not cool, it's not politically correct to be saying anything to dissent, and now they know that's just not true.
Well, yeah, exactly. I think you're exactly right, is that some people are afraid to say, when they're talking amongst family, friends, and everything, they're afraid to say, I'm upset, because we're all told we're supposed to be happy and hopeful, and everything's going to be changed now that there's a new administration. And we need to get out there and say, look, we don't like the change that's going on right now. We have a better solution, going back to our basics, reading our Constitution for once, and getting out there and letting people know this Constitution is there. We are a nation of laws, and we need to start following them. And they're written down very precisely in the Constitution.
Well, there's certainly a direction on who gets to do what and what the restrictions are. It's kind of interesting that Obama actually said, and I don't have the audio of this, I don't believe, but it's kind of interesting when he said that the Supreme Court, quote, the Supreme Court never ventured into the issues of redistribution of wealth or economic justice and failed to break free from the essential constraints placed by the Founding Fathers in the Constitution, unquote. In other words, it's a failure of the Supreme Court not to junk the Constitution and do whatever it takes to bring in socialism.
Well, yeah, and that's the travesty going right now. And like you said, people think that everybody's just sitting back and going to let it happen.
Yeah.
But for instance, we already put a thing out. If you go to the top of our site and you click on the March 10th, we have a thing in honor of the 10th Amendment, which, like you talked about, Thomas Jefferson was so passionate about when he was arguing, he and the Hamiltons talking about centralization. The 10th Amendment was like the foundation of the Constitution to Thomas Jefferson. So, for instance, in order to get people to start getting active, we put on our site, in honor of the 10th Amendment, email all your representatives and just give them a friendly reminder saying, hey, I still believe in the 10th Amendment. Please represent me.
Chad, this is great stuff, and I want to say again, the name of your site is reteaparty, R-E-T-E-A party.com, right?
Correct.
Chad, God bless. Keep in touch. I appreciate it. As a matter of fact, through the unbelievable efforts and creativity of Angela, we now have the actual Obama quote.
The Supreme Court never ventured into the issues of redistribution of wealth and sort of more basic issues of political and economic justice in the society. And to that extent, as radical as I think people tried to characterize the Warren Court, it wasn't that radical. It didn't break free from the essential constraints that were placed by the Founding Fathers in the Constitution, at least as it's been interpreted, and Warren Court interpreted it in the same way, that generally the Constitution is a charter of negative liberties, says what the states can't do to you, says what the federal government can't do to you, but it doesn't say what the federal government or the state government must do on your behalf.
In other words, Mr. Obama, this is from 2001, by the way, fails to understand the basic premise of the United States of America. It was that very constraint on government action and the idea that government existed to advance God-given individual liberties that is the heart of America. He wants to do the flip of that. So, again, it gets tough sometimes. So here's what I do when it gets tough. I plan my next vacation. And I never go on vacation without inviting my listeners to join me. So I have this package. And we are going to one of my favorite spots, to Italy. September, I think it's 17th. 17th, there it is. September 17th through October 2nd in an unbelievable package. And I've been doing this for 20-some years with Sandy Carter Travel. And Sandy has gone twice now to Europe to advance this trip so that every detail, everything we do is just going to be nothing but fun. Find out the details at the website right there over the video block. You can click on there and see the whole thing. And then I hope we put the phone numbers there.
It's all there. Travel with Roger.
Oh, there we go. On Travel with Roger. Get in touch with Sandy Carter and join up. Limited space on this trip because we're going to make it a nice group. So if you want to join up, that's where to go. And you can reach her at sandycartertravel@cox.net as well. sandycartertravel@cox.net. I'm Roger Hedgecock. We'll be back. Much more to go on this Monday. Stay with us.